Most people go about making friends the complete wrong way. They have more geographically located friendships and rely on other people to facilitate relationships and new friendships to them. This is okay at the start when you're in school, university, and work, but as you get into your late 20s, early 30s, you're going to be hit with a face of reality. And that is that you've been relying on other people to make friends for you, and now they're all off married with kids, and you're stuck realizing, oh dear, I don't know how to make friends and I don't know how to make new relationships in my life. This stark reality is so hard for people to deal with that they just dive straight into Netflix, they dive straight into work, then they become shallow and bitter people in their late 30s and start to resent and hate the world. It doesn't have to be this way, and I don't want you to be this way. I want you to be extraordinary. So we're going to not only fix that for you, but we're going to make steps to prevent that from ever happening again. Geographical friendships. What does that mean, Sam? I'm going to tell you. Majority of times when you are in school, when you're in university or college, or when you're at work, the only link that starts a friendship together is that you're spending 8 hours a day in the same geographical location. Meaning that you usually make friends on the first day of school, you're making some sort of friends, or the first day of uni, you're making some sort of friends. But it's as time rolls on that you build more and more trust with each other, more and more comfort, you get to know each other, you might be putting group experiments and group things that really do build your connections with people. Same as work. A lot of people have work friends, and what it is that work friends usually are people that trauma bond over dishing out hate on other people. This is how people make friends as they get older. It's fine when you're in your teenage years and you're in school and you're all having fun, but as it gets harder and harder in life, this is what people do. They trauma bond, or they make friends, or they keep lifelong friends that don't serve them correctly. Same with the relationships where their friends, Craig and Jenny, always set them up with a type of girl. They're so used to that when Craig and Jenny move away to a different country, they're left with no one and they've never got a relationship themselves. This stark reality is all too common, and I see this with every guy that joins my mentorship, where we have to kickstart them into the very first rule, which is stop relying on other people and start becoming an initiator yourself. People rely so heavily on the people that they've made friendships with. Pretty much, and those friendships are also geographically located friendships. So again, when they move away, they get married, they have kids, they ain't gonna be introducing you to your next girlfriend, introducing you to your next friend. So I want you to go through all of your friends and actually find out, how did I meet these people? Did Craig introduce me to Jared, and Jared introduced me to Sam, and then Sam introduced me to Tom? Did I meet anyone? Like just myself? Or was it always through one of these other guys? Now, if you've come to the realization after doing that holy crap, I've never made a friend myself, just myself and myself only, that's a problem. Have a look at your previous relationships. Was Jenny the only one that was introducing you to all these girls? Here's Sarah, here's Stacy, here's Sally. It's weird that you dated 3 girls that are all the same name, but did you find the same realization that you haven't gone out and it's only been you and you alone? You haven't done a cold approach, you haven't done a dating app, you haven't messaged a girl on Instagram where it was just you. No, you've met everyone through other people. That is the reality that a lot of people face. How to uncouple yourself from relying on different people is by going, okay, number one, I'm not going to take a friend from another person until I make a new friend by myself and by myself only. The second thing we have to do after you've made that statement is you have to look at your life and go, where are the areas that I can make friends? I guarantee you, if you look at your life, and if your life is anything like this, you're in for a lot of hell coming up. You're in for a lot of trouble. If you go to work and you bicker about other people, you're complaining, and that's how you're making friends that you've had at work, by trauma bonding with each other. You go to the gym, you put your headphones in, or you might work from home remotely and you don't see anyone. You go to the self-serve checkout, the grocery store. Heck, you don't even know the local barista's name down at your favorite coffee shop, what are the chances that you're going to even meet anybody? You aren't even putting yourself into a position to meet anyone. Heck, you're putting headphones on in the gym, and the gym is something that you can meet a lot of people at. So you have to look at your life and go, okay, there are no ways that I can meet someone. Cool, accept that. The third thing, introducing a new hobby. When I talk about how to connect with high status men or how to gain a lot of friends, I talk about with guys, you should talk about 3 different topics. Number 1, money or business. Guys love that. Guys really have a passion for that as they get older, and it's something you can relate to if you're finding people that want to make money. Obviously, you want to make money. Number 2 is women. Whether these guys are in a relationship, whether they are past their prime, they will always want to talk about women, their conkers, or what their wife said this way or that. They always want to talk about it. So that's the second thing. The third thing is commonalities. Finding things that you have in common. Now, this brings us to our 4th point, which is you need new hobbies. You need to start a cool hobby, something that can not only be Instagrammable, because if you get your social media up, you're going to find you're going to be able to connect with a lot more people with that, but something that links you with someone else. The reason why school was so good for you and you had so many friends, and everyone that comes to me and the mentorship say, oh, school was the best time I had, is because you were all doing very similar hobbies. Football, rowing, cricket, soccer, and then you all had the same sort of classes, so you were all experiencing the exact same thing together. Experiencing the exact same thing together builds that commonality, builds that trust, and builds that comfort, and you're experiencing things all together, which has a bonding effect. But you're putting your headphones on in the gym, there's a bunch of other people that are experiencing it, but you don't even talk to anybody. This is why you need a new hobby. When you're at that hobby, you're going to be surrounded by hundreds, if not thousands of people that have a similar interest. Heck, even if you're a conspiracy theorist, there are communities dedicated to people just like you. That's not only with the conversation, joining the communities, but also the initiative of connecting with these people further. I see too many guys that connect with someone, they might talk about the 3 things that I talk about, money, girls, and the commonalities, but they never initiate seeing the person again. They not only do this with relationships, but they do this with guys also. So no wonder you're never going to meet someone, because you're like, oh, we had a great chat, Jim, bye, and gone. Don't be like that. Be smart. Go, okay, if I want to see this person again, I have to go see them again. It's an only obvious thing. So it's like, yo, what are you doing next week? I'm having this event. Yo, what are you doing? I'm going here. I'm going to this event. If you guys love badminton, you'll be like, hey, bro, I'm going to go play badminton next week. Do you want to come? You have to initiate. Stop waiting for other people to put you on. Stop waiting for other people to introduce your friends. Stop waiting for other people to introduce your relationships, and be proactive and initiator. You have to do this, otherwise your life is going down the garbage. I've seen too many people get to the realization that they realize that the only reason why they're friends with the people that they're friends with is because they spend time in the same place and they're not even friends with them. I don't want you to be like that. I want you to be leveled up. I want you to be a guy in his prime, actually switched on, that knows the things that other people are too dumb to even know. I don't want you to be left in the dust. I want you to succeed, and this is the only way I know how. So follow the rules that I said, and I guarantee you'll be able to make new connections very, very quickly. Sam here, check it out. I'll see you in the next video.